Hello and welcome to the Arkquarium. Thank you for joining me today for what could be the last episode. I'm not entirely sure, there may be one more after this. I won't really know until I start building and we kind of figure out how long it's going to take and that sort of stuff. Because we are building the last enclosure of the aquarium, that's the Mosasaurus Arena. So the first thing I actually want to do, we're over here by the Leopleurodon enclosure. This is the, hopefully you should see him in a little while. He comes up, he breaches every now and again. If you keep looking, he's not going to show, he's being a bit shy. But anyway, we're over here and we're going to be building, just want to build a little walkway from this edge over to the exit, which we're going to be doing over here. Well, I'm going to start building it and then we can work out exactly where the entrance or the exit is going to go. So the walkway is going to come out this way and we're going to start curving it over using these triangles. That should be about right. And then try to get the angle right. We're going to have to curve it a little bit more, I think. Let's put another one in. Oh, this is going to go horribly wrong. I think what I need to do now, probably, is do it with triangles. Make it come all the way over there. We want to try, I'm not too sure it's going to line up properly, so we're going to have to kind of fudge things a little bit. It's one of the downsides of separating it out a while back and not having everything connected. Okay, so we're pretty far off here. But what I can do is we'll get some ramps going and we'll see how this comes down. Let's take out, I guess we should probably take out the middle here. Make it a double entrance, probably the best thing to do. Now, do I have any ramps on me? Any tech ramps? I do have some, there we go, in the number 6 slot. That should work out nicely. Let's have a go, can we, okay, there it is now. Ah, that's a problem, that's not going to snap. Hold on, what about? It will snap there though. Okay, so we're going to need to put in the walls back. Let's get the walls. Tech walls. We're going to cheat this a little bit. We'll stick that in. We'll stick that back. Now we'll stick the ramps on. And then we'll take them away again. Because we don't have structure support on this server, so we can get away with things like that. Then I suppose, how do we do this? Like that. And like that. There we go, that looks okay, I would say. And I suppose we should probably take this ramp away. Yeah, that kind of works. And then this will be the exit. And then we're back right to where we were on the first episode of the series when we built this. The grand entrance, which I still really like. It's me! Why am I there? Okay. Weird. I will take back my my painted armour. So I can actually do that now. Oh, brilliant. So, okay, I have no idea why I'm there. I had a bit of a server mess up a while back. And I had to create a new character. For some reason I was kind of forced to do it. But now I can actually put my stuff... I can look a little bit more like me. I still can't do my haircut. Amazingly, I've never actually unlocked any haircuts. I haven't got the achievements to do it yet. So I can't actually give myself a proper haircut yet. But, oh well, never mind. Anyway, let's carry on a little bit. Let's widen this up. We're going to have to use these triangles here. Just make this path. And this is all just to kind of get the entrance. I haven't even started on the Mosasaur yet. So I may speed this along a little bit because we want to spend as much time as possible on the Mosasaur Enclosure. As I say, whether it's going to be 2 episodes or 1 episode, I don't know, and I won't really know until we get a bit closer near the end. That's going to look pretty nasty, isn't it? I think I've done this wrong. How can I do this? It's probably because I want it to come out this way. Let's try this a moment. Hold on. Like that and like that. I think what we'll need to do is maybe get rid of this and put in... Oh, it's going to look horrible. That is not how I want this. Okay, actually what I can do, I can get away with this, I think. I'll take out those. If I replace those with the triangles, then it makes it a slightly smaller or narrower path, but it should hopefully... Hoping this is going to line up okay. Oh, it's not, is it? Oh no. Come on. Oh my god, that looks about ugly, doesn't it? Okay, I'll think about what I need to do there. I'll maybe try and sort that out. But anyway, there's going to be a path there to the exit. But where's the Mosasaurus Enclosure going to go? That's going to go over here. We're going to have a pathway. I wonder whether we should go from the middle or from the edge. Let's go... Well, I'll tell you what then. We're going to go from each edge. So I'm going to take out these railings. And we're going to build a pathway out from this side. I'm also going to have a path over this side as well. So we're going to take out these two railings. And we'll build a path coming out that way. So it's going to take quite a bit of placing. So I think what I'll do is, because I really don't know exactly where it's going to go, how it's going to look. But I know it's going to be out in the ocean over that way. So I'm going to get over to where I need to go and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so I've just come out just a little way back, and I've also placed a walkway in the middle there as well, just from the overworld. And here he is. He's about to come up to the surface now. So this is going to be where the start is. Now I think in order to kind of judge how big this needs to be, I think I should maybe spawn in a mosasaur. What I'll just do, I'll just quickly stick down a ramp down here so that I can actually get out of the water easy. Right. Yeah, this is probably a bad place to build it, because I'm right above the Mosasaurus Enclosure and that lags me out terribly. I'm getting 8 frames per second when I look at that, so I need to kind of look away from that, and it goes back up to like 50 frames per second. So that's some bad news. Oh man, so it's probably a terrible place to build it, but it's where it's being built. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go for a mosasaur. Just going to try and spawn one of these in. You're not going to be able to see this, but I'm just looking on my list. We're going to make it tamed, and we're going to go Mosasaurus. We are right on top of it. Fantastic. Let's just get you. Oh, hang on. Get you off. Unfollow. There we go. Right. Here he is. Big guy. So we go on his back again for a moment. There we go. So I should be able to fly up into the sky, so we can kind of get an idea of what it looks like and how big it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, that gives a good kind of perspective of where it is in terms of size and how big we'd want this arena to be. Yeah, good. That looks good. Alright, this is actually quite a challenge. I'm over here looking at the Arkquarium enclosure to kind of get an idea of how I built this size-wise. Because it needs to be different to this, though. It needs to be different and it needs to be bigger. And I'm just trying to think. So we had like 2 wide. That's about big enough to be able to have the chairs there. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I may approach this slightly differently, because what we really need to do is build the lower tier first, and then come back, and we can stagger it up. And because if I start building it now, we're going to need to stagger back up, and we're going to end up sort of way back over here, and that's going to be too close. So I'm thinking what I might want to do, since I've started coming out here, is we're going to come out a little bit further. And then what I'm going to do is maybe go down and build a row of vacuum compartments so that people can actually go under the water and see it swimming under the water. I don't really know how far out I need to go, but if I go out a reasonable way, then we can easily just change the back there. So, okay, we're going to come out this far. We're going to build a ramp going down. And then we want vacuum compartments. Do I actually have any on me now? Let's just get some vacuum compartments. Not a moon pool. We want that's what we want. Have some of those. Let's put them there. So we're going to want. Can we snap this to the ramp? No. Okay, fine. We can't. We should be able to snap them to this though. Yeah, like that. Okay, So what I'll do, I'm going to build the arena out of these to start with. The only downside of these is I can't build them angled corners, only squares. Which throws up another problem because I kind of want this angled like I did with the enclosure, but we'll have to see what I can do with this. So I'm going to have a go playing around with this and seeing what I can come up with. I guess we can probably get away with it. I don't want to come out too much further this way because we're going to start getting into the lead cyclist territory, which is kind of over here. We're still a decent away from it at the moment. Lead cyclist, which is what we did the last episode. If you haven't seen that one, definitely check that one out, where we build the docks over here. And there he is, the lead cyclist is right over there. Oh look, there's a boat. That's somebody else's boat, that is. Yeah, so okay, that's my plan, is to build, is to at least get the sizing of the arena built out of these things. So I'll have a go at doing that one, and then I'll bring you guys back for that. Okay, so this is massively challenging, trying to work out exactly what I'm trying to do here. So I've built a large walkway of vacuum compartments either side, just the two sides at the moment. I'm thinking this is going to have three sides. I suppose, well, I don't know, either side really. We're really up close to the lead cyclist. The lead cyclist comes right up close here, so it's going to be quite difficult to actually build back any tiers of seating coming this way, because we're going to be getting too far over this way. You might see him pop up here in a moment when he gets a bit closer. So anyway, what I've done is the walkway is going to come out here, and we've got some little stairs, or there will be stairs. Switch these over. So the stairs come over to here, and you can actually go down a ladder, or you can just jump down. Let's quickly just drain the water in here. It should be drained. And yeah, so we get the underwater compartment. Okay, so that looks pretty good. You can get a really good view of under the water. So it's a little bit weird. We're going to go. Oh, there's Lee Cyclist. You can see him under there as well. It's going to be a pretty awesome view you're going to get. You may just pop up. There he is, right there. Does he come any closer? Yeah, so we can see. There we go. That's about the closest you get. So we're really up close to that. So what I'm thinking is we have. So you can go down, look underneath, or you come out this way, and this is going to be the sort of the first tier of seating going along here, and then it's just going to come back from there at certain points. So I guess like you come here, you could you choose to come onto the first tier, or you might want to go onto the second tier at this point. A little bit difficult to work out because it really, what is I'm doing. Because I want this to look good, This is the big one. This is the Mosasaurus, kind of probably like the main attraction of the entire place. It's the biggest thing here, probably. It's the big thing, and I want this to look as the best it possibly can be. So this thing, if we did this, so we come up here and I'll stick on the top walkway. So then this would then be the second tier of seating. Okay. So that's not too bad. So you go up to the second tier, you come out here, and then I suppose you would have like another. You want, so there goes two back seats will be there. Okay. Then I suppose what you would have is another stairway at this point to go up to the third tier, and the third tier would then be along here. So how would that look? That little sort of stairway compartments there. I think that would be. I think that'll be alright. So okay, we'll probably go with that. So we'll build out 3 tiers. How many tiers we're going to have? I believe the Ixley had 3 tiers. I'm dreading these seats. They took hours. They took hours to place. If I'm going to do some of this, and it's going to be bigger. Okay, yeah, so we have 3 tiers. So it's going to be different, I think, from how this looks. We'll do something different with the roof. It's going to come up higher and taller and come over a bit better, I think. But I think we're on to a start. The start is the hardest part of any build. I think once you get started, you can kind of get into the swing of things, into the rhythm, and it does. It's not as difficult. But this beginning part is really hard to work with what you've got and just to try and get it done. It's so difficult. Can we put in some railings there. Yeah, okay. But anyway, you can see what I'm going to play about with this a little bit more and see if I can get this looking just how I want it. Okay, so well done. I've taken it down a little bit because I found that the walls and things were kind of being uneven when placing them. So I thought the best thing to do is come to build it from the ground up. The main focus of this I want to do is try and get this kind of corner done here, because the rest of it's just pretty much just going to be placing ceilings over and over. So this is the kind of the most complicated part. So let's see if I can get this done a little bit with you guys on here. So this is the stairs going up onto the first level. Okay, so then we want to come around at this point. So this is where the next set of stairs is going to be. So let's put on, this is going to be a wall as well. And then this is where the ramp is going to go to that point. We'll go for another wall like that. Okay, so what I want to do is make sure that the ceilings will snap to the walls, not necessarily the ramp, because I believe there's possibly maybe a couple of different snap points there. But yeah, I'm trying to get the walls in first and then put the ramps in, because they can kind of throw things off. I was finding that as I was going up, there was bigger and bigger gaps between the floors and the ceilings and the walls. So I think this is what we're going to do. So we'll do it like this. Okay, so that's going to be snapping across, and we'll get these ceilings done, and then we'll put on the wall. So as we go out here, what we're going to do is we'll have to put the floor and then the ceiling. No, I said that the wrong way around. The ceiling and then the wall. And then we build up the next set, because obviously if I build out the ceilings going all the way across here, when I come to build this part, there's then two different snap points for the wall. It can snap off the ceiling, or it can snap off this ceiling or this ceiling. So it's going to make things very difficult. So what I want to do is get the walls in first, and then put the ceiling on afterwards. And so I have to kind of build up in order. So it's very, very sort of important, the order that you build things in. So again, here is going to be a problem. Now, what do I want to do at this point? I probably will want all this to be walled in, maybe, because we're going to be going up again. Yeah, so we're going to be wanting walls. So what I need to do is get rid of these first and put in some walls at this point, and then of course you've got to make sure you get the right snap point so it lines up with the rest of them, which I think, yeah, so that'd be the wrong snap point. You need that one, and there we go. Okay, and then so we have another row of walls, and then we can put the ceilings in, and another one, and then this is where the set of the stairs is going to come up for the next time. So again, this is another point, because there's two different snap points. Where do I want to put the snap points for the walls onto the next level? Oh, this is so complicated. It's really difficult, because you got to get the first part right. See, look, you can see there's an issue here. There's two different levels. So what have we got here? So these are snapping to this wall, so the wall is onto that ceiling. The ceiling is then onto the wall, and at this point, we've got two walls. You see, that's where the issues are going to be arising. So I could either choose to go for this snap point and take out these and make sure they snap there, which is going to be really awkward. The whole thing's just really awkward. So I'm going to spend quite a bit of time on this. So we're kind of halfway through the video at this point. Sort of a rough half an hour-ish video is kind of what I aim for. So this is, I mean, I hardly done anything. Let's be honest with this. So this is definitely going to be a two-parter. I'll probably try and get part 2 out tomorrow, because at the moment, as soon as I get this sorted, it's going to be slightly easier, because I'm then going to be in the zone and just placing and placing and placing. But this is the complicated part that I just want to get right first time round. So again, we can have issues with the heights of the railings, because this one's attached to the wall, but these ones attached to the ceiling. It's very, very difficult to get it right, because you've got to choose the right snap points, and then you've got to stick with it. So yeah, I need to think about this a little bit more, and I'll bring it back in a moment. Okay, so I've done quite a bit of work, and I think I've settled on a design which I'm happy with, and this is what I want to do to make it unique to the other arena, and that's using these wedges, these sort of glass wedges that we have here on the server, as kind of a roofing, and it makes it look completely different. So the way I've done this, let's take you through this. I've built At the back here, we've got the kind of a sloped up, because this is we've got 4 tiers of seats. And yeah, so the first one, so you come up here, we've got this pillar which is holding up that wedge, and I'll put another one in for that wedge as well. So the stairs go all the way up this way. We've got pillars up in the corner, and then I've put the ceilings on here. I don't really like the look of them, but I couldn't actually access the ceilings to take it away. But it does kind of give me, you know, I can get the proper spacing. These take up 4 ceilings, so you can do 4, and then I've left 1, 2, 3, yeah, we have 4 gap, and then we do like another 4, and then put on the second wedge. So we'll do this all the way along here. So I've just kind of built up this corner. Obviously I just need to extend it. Now this was a little bit awkward because for some reason I could not get a sloped roof here to snap to anywhere along this point. This one seemed to be okay, but this level I couldn't do it, so I had to use these ramps. But I think, you know, it's going to look okay. Yeah, so we've got the back done, so we just need to kind of extend here. I've done the ceilings on all levels so that we can kind of get things snapped to them and to kind of get them in the right place. It's going to take quite a lot of work, and this has taken me quite a long time to do, but I'm pretty happy with how this is done. Let's just get the sun out so we can actually see it in the sunlight. I think that's going to look pretty good going all the way along here. So the thing obviously I need to think about in the future is how I'm going to curve it round and things, so I don't know, I'm leaving that for now. But I think for the time being what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build out this all the way along until I get to the edge of where I've kind of agreed on where the extent of the arena is going to be. I think it's going to be decent size for the Mosasaur going up to that way, and I think it's going to look quite interesting as they're going all the way along. So that's what we're going to try and do. So I don't know, I think maybe, I guess what I could do is the last few minutes of this particular part of the episode, I could do a little bit of a building montage, I suppose. I don't know how interesting that would be, but we could give it a go. So I'm going to start building this out, and well, we'll see how it looks when we get there. Okay guys, so this is about as far as I'm going to go in this episode. There is still loads more left to do. Let's just have a quick look in real time about what it's going to look like. So I'm really happy with how these the roof pieces turn out. I think that definitely gives it a very unique kind of feel. You've got the stairs in here and all the railings along the front here. Now obviously I'm going to need to put in chairs all the way along here. Maybe I'll do benches or chairs. I'm not too sure what we'll do. Probably go for the chairs because they look really good in the enclosure, so they'll probably look good here as well. But there we go, so that's that. And around the back we can have another look. And so I think that looks pretty good. We've got the pillars going all the way across. That looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is obviously I need to, next episode, we will hook up the parts here so people can actually get into it. This will probably come out this way and we'll have like an entrance at this point here. I'm probably going to turn it. I might actually see if I can use the roof pieces here to turn. I'm not too sure whether I'll be able to get the right angle and still be able to sort of maintain this bit, but we'll see what we can do on this edge. But we want to have a sort of another row coming out of this way looking the same. I may not do it quite so big as that. I think that's probably like the main stand. Over this side, I'm thinking I may get rid of the underwater part, so we just have the single part here, and that way I can actually just use perhaps a bit of a corner edge here, and maybe just have a short stand at this one here. So we have the three stands, main stand here with two short stands on either side. So then we'll finish that off next time out. It's going to take a very long time. I will try and get it out for you tomorrow, but depending on how late this one is going out and the amount of time it's going to take, I'll try my best to get it out either tomorrow, or maybe we'll have a midweek episode before we'll have a final episode next weekend, where we'll do the exit. So the exit here is going to be a gift shop of some kind. So we'll tidy up this point here, and we'll decorate inside and do something in the gift shop. And then maybe we'll have a final sort of tour around the final build and have a look at all the kind of sort of rendering in here. So yeah, so we can go through from the reception, the entrance, go all the way around and view all the enclosures that we've done so far. I think that's the plan for next weekend, and yeah, we'll finish it off. So so 2 more episodes. I think that's how it's going to work out. It really depends on how much I can get done in the next episode, whether it will get all finished or not. So, but there's going to be 1 more definite episode, maybe 2 more. We will finish it off next weekend. So, yeah, join me back either tomorrow if I get it done in time, or maybe midweek one, and we'll see how I get on. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it so far, and I'm hoping you like it. You know, don't forget to stick a like and some comments down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this, and hopefully we'll get this finished next time. I'll see you then. Goodbye.